and welcome back to Beekeeping Basics with Danny. So the other day we went into the smaller hive. Sorry it's a bit of a delay on the videos. We're currently on Saturday, I think it's the 18th, something like that. So we're going to go into this bigger hive today, get this one out of the way, see what's going on. Currently on a brood and a half. We've got 2 supers on there. We haven't been in this now. I think we're on the 8th, possibly 9th day. So we're gonna get into this and see what this is all about, see where we're at with it, and hopefully everything's as it needs to be. But without looking, we're not going to know. So without further ado, let's get into this hive. Hive number 1. So the unfortunate thing of being under a tree, we do get a lot of this crap that falls down from the tree, and it's frustrating, but there we go. A few bees up the top there. So as always, we have a nice clean hive tool. We'll have a little look, have a little butcher's as what's going on. It's about 18 degrees, it's saying on the thermometer I've got over on the side there. I'm going to grab and have a little look through the honey super here, see where we're kind of, how we're going with that. So starting to draw some comb out on that, which is kind of good, it's what we want. We're going to have a look through, we want to see how this is progressing. And again, they're drawing the comb out and they're filling that with nectar, so that's always good. And you always know by the weight in your frames when you pull them out what they're doing. And again, they're filling that with nectar, so they're busy on these. If I can remember rightly, a lot of these were they needed to draw the comb out on these, on this top one I've got on this hive. So they're certainly doing a good job of that. So depending on how full this is, and yeah, they're really pulling the nectar out on these. So they're extremely busy on that. I won't mess around with that one too much. Get that back together, and I offload that one to get and see how we're doing on the one below. So again, they're drawing out some comb in this. I need to get this out of here, or off of here rather. It is about 2 o'clock in the afternoon at the moment. It's a busy time of the day, and generally when the sun hits this hive, it is very busy. I do believe I'm going to have to put another super onto this. You know, we are pushing the 60-70% mark on these supers, so, and that's for foragers out at the moment. Although they're working on these, so I suppose it's hard to. Got a couple of anxy bees up round me, but they're glistening with with nectar. So they're really giving these a go. So I probably won't introduce another one as yet, because they're still working very hard on just on these two. I've really keep sticking these together. It's crazy how they're still doing this. And again, I'm slowly working on. God, they're still really. They're slowly filling it with nectar, so what we'll do is we'll put this back together. I didn't see any more of what's going on there. They're working on them, that's the main objective right now. Maybe that we have to swap a few of them around again once we get into the half brood, which we're revealing now. Offload that. We'll put the crown board back on the top of that just for the minute. Keep that. Right, this is very busy, this hive. I'm half expecting to see some swarm cells sooner or later. So, oh, that's just so stuck. They really are. Lots of pollen, different colours of pollen in that. There. What I'm going to do is take that off of the side of there. Mindful now that we can come across the queen at any given point now, so we're going to lose this comb off the bottom of there. Again, we'll pick that up later. So lots of pollen. No real signs of the queen on that, so lots of drones on there. So we'll hang that on the frame holder and we'll start with our inspection. I'm not going to smoke them as yet. Do have queen cells, play cups rather, being built. I'm really into drawing out this comb at the moment. And again, we're just keeping an eye out for the queen. Lots of pollen stalls on that again, all different colours. Really nice to see. So bringing in plenty of that. Like I said, I do have the bee inspector coming around, Isaac, on Tuesday of this week. So he's going to do what he needs to do. He's going to check for any diseases. But as we can see, it's looking. So we've got lots of drone brood on there. Now we're getting into the cap brood again. We've got play cups being made. It is a telltale sign. We will keep checking them. As soon as we see a charged one, we've got to then think about doing a split. Keeping an eye out for the queen in this lot. Checking any larvae if we come across it. No sign of the queen on any of that. Little play cup there, nothing in it. It's a nice empty frame. Is that young larvae in there? Sure it is. It's nice white. But again, we can't see our queen on that. That's a full frame. Whether the that's been nicely emerged young bees and it's freed a nice frame up. Not so sure. Oh dear. So there we have the swarm cell. There actually looks like a, so we're gonna have to do a split on this. If we can see there, look, there is a swarm cell right through there. Well, it's actually small, like a queen cup, like an I won't say it's an emergency one, but it's capped over and it's very much like a okay. Well, we'll keep going through, see what we're going to do and how we're going to do this. See if we come across any more. It's just one random one at the moment. We know it was, we keep a note, it was the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 one in. Very unusual. Again, no sightings of the queen, and so there are building play cups, but there's no more. No more. It's very unusual. It's very strange because that's capped over. Generally, if they was going to go and swarm or whatever, they would have done that by now. So it's a bit of an odd one, that. So we're going to keep a good look out for the queen. I'm pretty sure these haven't swarmed already. I'm pretty damn sure of that. We do have these play cups being built everywhere. Again, we have the play cups there. Keeping a lookout for the queen. Can't see her. Larvae's nice and white. Bees are looking good. Lots of cap brood. It's really, ideally, we do want to see the queen now to give us an idea of what's going on in this hive. So at the moment we have just one random capped over queen cell, which is very strange. Very strange. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. I said the fifth one, didn't I? Can't quite remember. Is it this one? Or was it? We'll have a little look. The bees are very busy at the moment. So it's this one here. Oh, so just got stung on the hand. Bugger. Probably just squashed that. So what we're going to do is just make sure that sting's not in the glove. Just pulling that out. So I'm going to take that down for the minute. I don't know whether that's just possibly drone brood, you know, built on top of each other, making it look like a queen cell, because it's very unusual that we've got the larvae there, and upside of that larvae there's no sign of any varroa on it, which is good. So that's what we want as well. So we'll put this back roughly how it was. Give these some smoke, get these down. Also give it a bit of a clean off again. Smoking myself out. So on with the frame holder. Let's go with this outside one. Nice and gently. Remember, we could have a queen on this outside. You just don't know. Again, we're going to be checking for swarm cells because this is a busy hive. Making 100% this outside one because I don't like, or I wouldn't want to hang a frame up on the outside with a queen walking around on it. It wouldn't sit with me. So again, checking the larvae. There's the queen, so that's good that we've spotted the queen. She's right there with the blue marking on her, last year's queen. Lots of larvae in that, so that's looking good. So we're going to place that back in there where we know it's safe, and we're going to try and put this back in some kind of order, the same as what, so we'll shift them all back afterwards. So again, lots of cat brood on that. Queen's doing a fantastic little number. We're not going to hang around now that we've seen her. We know that the brood's nice and clean. We're just now going to be checking on whether or not we got any kind of swarm cells going on. We do have a little something going on, just a bit of comb they've built there. Take that away. It's been in there laying. Lots of larvae, fresh larvae again. Looks like there's a bit of room going on. Bees are looking really nice. Lots of drones walking around now. So they're going to be out mating our new fresh queens. That's a nice frame. So she's got quite a bit of room to lay. You know, we've clearly had a lot of bees emerge, so that's good. Checking in. There's the places like this is a prime place where you get a play cup and it'll be charged. They're going to find a nice little hidden place. They like these holes they form. They like to do them in any places like that. This is a Black Mountain F1 Buckfast Queen, and as you can see, there's plenty of cat brood, both sides, wall to wall. Very, very good. This is a very busy hive indeed. I may well introduce another super just to give them a bit more room, because they're fulfilling both of them supers with good numbers. Again, she's got plenty of laying room within that. We do have, like I say on the side there, another play cup. We will check it. This is part of our major inspections at this time in the season. And they can slip through quite easily. You know, you can quite easily miss them. Lots of pollen stores. Oh, that's looking good. Again, that's looking good. So we're going to give these a bit of smoke. So getting a bit. Smoke is working okay today, as we can see, for a change. Bit rusty after coming back over the winter period. You know what it's like, working out what's best fuel and all that again. And again, that's a massive frame of, you know when you pull it out, you know it's heavy. As soon as you pick it up, you know if it's heavy, you're either looking at lots of cat brood or quite a lot of honey stores, i.e. nectar. So you know what you're expecting the minute you get hold of it. So again, having a good look on the underside of this one, because this one's got a huge gap on the underside, and you can give it a nice little blow just to remove any bees, rather than shaking them all off and making, you know, bees everywhere. You can just give it a gentle blow, and that will move them. No problem. Again, we've got a bit of drawn comb going on there. I'm going to remove that. It just makes life a little bit easier with pulling in and out the frames. And again, there we've got some going on. And they're probably looking to make drones in there. So again, I can see some larvae in there. Always checking that larvae. You want it to be nice and bright, creamy white. Any off colours, any smells as well. When you go into your hive, if you pick up a random smell, you think, oh, you know, this has got a bit of a, what's that smell? That's a telltale sign that something isn't right. Get EFB or anything like that, it will start potentially giving out a smell. You know, we're not just going into hives going, oh, there's our queen, everything's okay. We're looking at the health of the bees. We're looking at the wings. We're checking all the larvae. We're giving it an overall, and at this time of year, you're looking for swarm cells. If you see one, it's not capped over, you need to be working on that ASAP. So we're going to bring these all in a bit. I was going to move them all back over, but I'm not. I'm going to just do what I normally do. So when I put this together, I'm going to work out, you know, we've got ample bees here in this one. If that next super that we put on the top is the same, then we're going to, and the super after that is the same with quantity of bees covering at least over halfway, then I feel that they're going to want the space, the room. All them foragers come back overnight, they need room. I may well introduce another super. So we're going to move them because we don't want to be squashing any bees once we place this next box back on. There we go. And we're going to do the same with this, because we've got to get that queen excluder on there. Excuse me, I've just had a mouthful of smoke. And the difference a good working smoker makes, you know. Getting them right down, taking any of this off the tops, so your queen excluder sits nice and flat, how it should do. Getting it on the top there, nicely like that. Hopefully not catching any bees underneath. And as you can see on that there, let's just get these away from the sides. So what I'm talking about is the numbers of bees. So the numbers of bees that we have in here, bear in mind this is the middle of the afternoon, so we have a lot of foragers out. We have a large number they are covering over half of them frames. And then if we go again, we are also covering half of them frames. So there's a lot of bees in this hive. So, right or wrong, a lot of you might say, I don't agree with that. This is the decision I'm going to make. I'm going to stick another super on the top of there. I will go off and get that now, just to free up some more space. So so we're going to go off and do that now. Okay, so we're back. So I've got two. These are just foundation in these. I'm just looking for room more than anything. Now, one thing I learnt last year is about being ahead of the game. Lucky enough, through the week I had an early day off of work, so I had two lots of frames with 22 frames. Went and sat out there and built them all for this particular reason. When you need them, you need to go and get them. You know, it's not good when there's something you need and you're not equipped, you haven't got it. That is an absolute nightmare. You're panicking, you're off back to the garage or wherever, you're then out making them to come back and do what you're doing now, rather than doing it like this, being all prepared and all ready. Just a case of going and getting them. I do believe my strap won't fit over that now, so I'm going to have to go and hunt for some more straps, which maybe I'm going to have to take them off of my bikes. Oh no, we might be lucky. We might just squeeze that in. Yeah, there we go. Oh, Isaac won't be overly pleased when he has to, the inspector, offload all of these, but they're not heavy. This one's empty, so I've brought the other one over and we're going to put it onto that hive there. Okay, so what I'm guessing is this hive was very much the same as that hive. So I'm doing an inspection on this one tomorrow. So I'm just literally going to put this on for room as well, because I guarantee you when I lift a few wood lice there, get them off, not that they hurt, I guarantee you when we offload this, we will have a number of bees up there as well. I'm pretty confident in that. Yeah, there we go. So I'm being overly precautious this year. Again, they're working well on them frames. We have a large number up here. I'm looking down, there's a large number on the ones below. So it's about giving these bees the room that they need. If for 1 year I can actually get away with no swarms, I'll be absolutely over the moon. I know a lot of people do beekeeping, they want their splits, they want more bees. I'll be honest with you, at the most I'd go to another hive, but I'm happy with the 3 and that's how I want to keep it. So it's about the number of bees on the frames. So they're needing, I do believe, that space. Some might tell me otherwise, but do what you feel is right. If it's wrong, it's wrong. You will learn off of that yourself. You know, it's about making decisions yourself. And if it's wrong, it's wrong. You'll only ever learn from the mistake that you make wrong. And over the last couple of years, being a beginner, you know, I have made mistakes. So I'm rectifying on it. So there we go. So that for me was good. I'll tell you for why. We got through it relatively quick. We saw the queen. She's still got quite a bit of laying room as it goes. Guessing a lot of that cap brood has emerged, enabling more free room. No swarm cells, although we did see that tricky looking one. It looked like one random capped off queen cell. Now if that was capped off, then bees wouldn't be there. I do believe they would have swarmed. Just give me 1 second to move that smoker because it's in my face. Generally that goes out on me, and today it's going lovely when I don't need it to, and it's all going in my face. Excuse me for 1 second. There we go. There's nothing worse than coughing and choking over smoke. So yeah, so we've seen the queen. She's got a lot of laying room. I've introduced another super, so that now has 3 supers on it. And look, I explained in the video, there's one reason and one reason only why I've done that. We have a number of bees covering most of them frames, 3/4 on both of them supers. The brood and a half is full of bees, so that's getting quite crammed. It's the middle of the afternoon. We have a lot of foragers out as well, so it's about giving them room. That's my approach this year. Might be wrong, but that is my approach. It's not going to do no harm. It's warm today. Upside, this coming week, the temperatures are rising. So hopefully we'll still be pushing 10s, 12s at night. So, you know, it's doable. If we was looking at a crap week next week and the temperatures was slummeting and it was getting cold overnight, I might have reassessed the situation, but that's the outcome and that's what we've got going on next week. So it makes all the sense in the world. So I'm really pleased with hive number 1. I'm going to do hive number 2 tomorrow. I have just introduced another super on that one as well for the simple reason, I won't explain it again. As soon as we lift that crown board off of there, most of them frames were full of bees. So again, it's the same scenario. So it's not going to hurt. Got a lot of bees flying around and me wave my hands everywhere where they're all up and busy. I'm knocking them. So yeah, that's enough of me babbling on, I think, for the minute. Again, thanks for watching, and if you've just picked this video up, go through the existing videos that I've done over the last couple of years. We had another successful overwintering. I was just a beekeeper that started out with wanting to do it and just went and done it, and I've filmed every step of the way so far, and I can continue to do that if people enjoy watching it. If you enjoy watching it, throw a like. Always throw your comments in. I'll try and answer them, and I'm much appreciated with your comments, and much love to the people that help me, and if I can help you, I'll help you. So yes, we're getting in the thick of it now. It's busy times, and I'm pretty much guessing I'll have to do a split on one of these 3 hives sooner rather than later if I can do away with it. What I was thinking of doing, just while we're on the subject of talking about hives, I'm going to do it. I'm thinking about doing a demery on one of, if not both of these hives, one of these hives. The only trouble I've got with it is I can't see how I can demery a hive with 2 brood boxes on it, because if I put them 2 brood boxes at the top and introduce another one at the bottom, we're going to be up here with 2 very heavy brood boxes. So I've got to look into the best way I can approach that. Google says I can do that. I beg to differ. Brood and a half, moving the brood and a half at the top and introducing the brood box at the bottom, I think that's doable. So I may next week, I wanted to do it today. One of the reasons I haven't done it today is, like I said in the video, I have Isaac, the beekeeper, coming around, the inspector coming around because of EFB last year. He checked my hives last year and that was perfectly fine. He was happy with them all, really pleased, give me a good rating on them, and he's coming again this Tuesday. And what I don't want to do is make his life any harder than it already is. I don't want to demery that hive and have him have to take it all apart just to do that inspection on them bottom brood boxes. So keep peeled with these videos. I know they're probably a little bit behind now. I've had a lot going on. Unfortunately for us, we do have French Bulldogs, and one of them's been having major seizures. So we've been in and out of the vets. We've had sleepless nights and all sorts going on. So trying to juggle it all, it's been very, very difficult, and unfortunately editing videos onto YouTube is just at the last things of the list I've got to do. So I will try and get them on quicker, but yeah, hopefully the next time we'll be doing a demery on certainly that one, maybe that one. So until next time, ciao for now.